Today's headline is MacAllister the Magician and the Market Woman. The St. Louis Republican is responsible for the following laughable story. MacAllister, the famous magician, was passing through one of our principal markets the other morning with a friend, and suddenly, pausing before an old woman who had a few dozen of eggs for sale. "Are these eggs fresh?" inquired MacAllister. "Yes, they are very fresh," replied the Dutch woman. "I may try one or two then to prove them," said the magician. "That is if I pay for all I break." "Yes," said the vendor of eggs, and MacAllister immediately cracked one and exclaimed with well-feigned astonishment, "Good gracious, what is this?" and at the same time picked up a $20 gold piece that had dropped out of the egg. The old woman startled in surprise. MacAllister broke another egg, the old woman eyeing him closely, and to her wonder, a $10 gold piece dropped out of the egg. Another was broken by the magician, who quietly remarked, "I rather like these eggs," as a $5 gold piece fell on the stand. The Dutch woman was evidently much interested about this time, and began to eye the rest of her eggs with interest. MacAllister continued examining them, and again remarked, "This looks like a good one," and breaking it at the same time, a $2.50 piece fell out. The woman now ventured to say, "I don't like to see my eggs all broken up on the ground, and it's no use." "Oh, nonsense, my good woman," said MacAllister. "What's the difference so long as you get paid for them? At any rate, let me have one more." At the same time, crack went the fifth egg, and out dropped another gold piece. The Dutch woman now grew highly excited, and seizing her basket, refused to sell another egg. Whereupon MacAllister and his friend, after paying for the broken eggs, walked on through the market. They were not gone long before they returned to the scene of his egg exploit, when what was his astonishment to behold the old Dutch woman in the highest state of excitement, smashing her eggs as fast as she could, while the ground about was covered with the ruins. "What's the matter, my good woman?" inquired the magician. "Where are the eggs with the gold?" shrieked the woman. "Oh, you don't get hold of the right one," said he. "Now this looks like a good one," and he prepared to break it, but the woman said she would not sell it, so he gave it up, and she immediately smashed it, with the same mortifying result as had attended her former efforts. "Ah, ah," said MacAllister, "the good eggs are gone. But as there are a half dozen only left, I will take those if you like." The poor woman, with a miserable look at her broken stock on the ground, and a deep sigh, bade him to take them. "Well," said he, "as they are mine, I will open them on the spot." So breaking one, out fell a gold piece as before. The old woman started. He broke another with the same result. She could not stand it any longer, but dashed upon the rest of them, and with one blow smashed them all, and looked wildly about for the gold pieces. The crowd looked upon her with astonishment, while the magician, throwing her a gold piece to compensate her for the loss of her eggs, slipped away. But the crowd had already begun to whisper, "That is the great magician MacAllister." This story came from the great state of Georgia, being reported in the Southern Recorder of May 27th, 1851. Thank you for joining us today. If you want to continue to uncover all of America's lost and forgotten history, then remember before you leave to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember to like and comment below. And we will see you next time on Americana Archives.